Naniska, the woman king.
Viola Davis is truly cinematic royalty, captivating audiences for decades. From her Oscar-winning turn in Fences,
don't you think I had dreams and hopes? What about my life? What about me?
To her Emmy-winning role in the ABC show How to Get Away with Murder.
That's what it costs to change the world.
But it's her latest film.
We fight not just for today, but for the future.
The Woman King, that she calls her magnum opus.
There is no white savior in the movie. None. We're the ones leading this narrative.
The movie, set in the 1800s, tells the remarkable story inspired by true events of the Agojie, an elite, fearless squad of all-female military warriors protecting the African kingdom of Dahomey from slave traders.
Most people will not know about this story. What led you to fight to tell this story?
We've never seen anything like this. Nobody believes that Black women can lead a story and lead a global box office. We need to normalize it because you have no idea what the fight is just to be an artist, a Black female artist and a dark-skinned one. I mean, people throw terms out all the time, you know? Why can't you do a romantic story? Why don't you do A, B, and C story? Well, you don't think I want to do that? But what's so wonderful about this is we get to be humanized.
You look like a regular old woman to me.
Davis stars as General Naniska, leader of the Agojie and titular Woman King.
I am a general. I have earned it. You have earned nothing.
Training a new generation of female warriors.
To be a warrior, you must kill your tears.
Tell me about this story of women, because they were sort of throwaway women in a way.
And most of them were recruited between the ages of 8 and 14. So it was decided early on that, you know what, you're unwanted because you're not beautiful. So when you enter the story, what's so magnificent is all of these women, all they want to do is matter.
The mostly Black female-led cast includes South African actress Thuso Bedu, Ugandan British actress Sheila Atum, and British actress Lashana Lynch.
Did any of you ever sit on the set and say, look at yourselves and pinch yourselves and say, wow?
It felt incredible to be able to look around at the actors, the supporting artists, the crew, and even just the overall environment shooting in South Africa, knowing that there are dark-skinned people everywhere. But also it didn't feel like I needed to be grateful to have this moment right now and to make sure I savor every single moment because it's never going to happen again. Yes. There was an ease and a grace knowing that this was going to be a shift, like a major shift in this industry and in this world.
It's not the first time the Agojie warriors have been represented on screen.
You are not fit to be a king.
The Dora Milaje from Marvel's blockbuster Black Panther were modeled from the Agojie women.
Ready for war. Where you going? I mean, this is a very physical movie, very physical movie. And I'm watching you all. How tough was it, Sheila?
It was tough, but I think rightfully so. You get to really experience what we were experiencing in that moment, which was probably a, significant degree of pain.
And the training, 5 hours a day? Did you really train for 5 hours a day?
Hour and a half of weightlifting.
And I do 45 minutes and I'm almost crying.
Oh yeah, well, you want to see some tears. And 3.5 hours of martial arts, weaponry, training, sprinting, punching, all of it.
You have this sisterhood. You're supposed to have this bond on screen as women who are just going through it. And did you feel the sisterhood penetrating you as you're doing this with your characters?
Yes, I think so. It was, we joke about it and we say it's trauma bonding. It was shared pain, shared suffering, shared hardship, but then we were able to keep each other going. Everyone here is competitive, I'm not, but I had to, what? Watch yourself.
What? Continue.
The film's world premiere at the Toronto Film Festival was an emotional experience for Davis and her 12-year-old daughter, Genesis.
For her to be able to see this movie, for you to hand this in a way to her or any other daughters out there, what was that like?
It was everything. She said afterwards she couldn't stop crying. She hugged me and she said, "I'm so proud of you, Mommy." And I keep telling her, Genesis, beauty is wonderful. If someone tells you you're beautiful, all that warrants is a thank you. Okay? Your qualities are your kindness. Your quality is honoring that voice deep inside of you. That's the voice. That's your compass. All of those are your value. And still, she's like, yeah, I know.
Davis says the film is also a love letter to dark-skinned women of color who have felt discounted and unseen.
I always felt in my entire career that my Aunt Joyce was my prototype. She was probably 300 pounds. She wore big hoop earrings, the latest fashion. She's beautiful to me. And yet I never saw her on screen. Ever. And me not seeing her, for me, was she's not worth being seen. I want all these women to be seen. It ain't even about me, it's about this. And so even when I'm way gone, another 40 years from now, when I have no teeth, I could say that I was a part of the change.